Now, personally, I'm not someone that dives too far into conspiracy theories, but Tupac was actually just featured on Drake's new song, Tailor Made. And whether you believe Tupac is still out there or not, this wasn't actually Tupac. In fact, this was AI stepping in.
That's right. AI is actually able to now bring legends back to the mic. This is fascinating, maybe a little bit weird, but we're going to dive deeper into this today.
So this opens up a whole bunch of different questions around AI and how it's impacting the music industry.
For instance, who owns your voice? Whether you're still alive or especially after you're gone. And how far should artists and, their labels go into using these technologies?
Of course, we would all love to hear one more song from Michael Jackson, Juice WRLD, or Prince, but we have to understand the ethics around this. We also are going to talk about the technology that could even make this possible.
All right, so now let's look at how AI can specifically mimic human voices. So it's not just about copying sound, it's actually understanding the nuance of each particular voice. The method that's used here is called machine learning, which is a type of artificial intelligence that uses algorithms to analyze a vast amount of data, in this case, human voices, to try and create something new that sounds like that specific person.
Yeah, so these algorithms, known as neural networks, have to pick up on a bunch of different things, and this includes patterns in pitch, tone, cadence, and even emotional inflections. They're incredibly detailed, and this allows the AI to produce speech that is nearly indistinguishable from a real person.
The models need to understand the building blocks of speech, which is something known as phonemes. Phonemes are the smallest unit of speech that indicate the difference between words. So if I say bat and mat, it's that initial difference of sound between the b and the m.
Neural networks are designed to mimic the way that the brain actually works. So it doesn't just sound human, but it actually feels human. And this is exactly how Drake was able to feature not only Tupac, but also Snoop Dogg on his new diss track.
And this is super cool. I'd love to hear a new Mac Miller song just as much as the next person, but we do need to look at the ethics on this.
Yes, we certainly do. And with every new technology, problems are both created and solved. AI is obviously an incredible innovation, but there's clearly a problem here.
Tupac's estate has issued a cease and desist, ordering Tailor Made to be removed from all streaming platforms. This makes sense because if Tupac were here today, these are not necessarily the words he would have said or the things that he felt.
So moving on over to the ethical side of things, using AI to recreate artists' voice, especially without their consent, opens up a bunch of different serious questions.
Right, and the main word to look at here is consent, especially for artists that are deceased like Tupac. How do they give access to the rights to their voice?
So beyond just consent, there's the question of legacy. How does throwing in AI into the music world impact their career? When you're turning around and looking at their career in life, could this distort what people actually view them as?
That's a really good point. And another thing to look at is authenticity. So, if a key part or all of the song was made using AI, is it still genuine? And how does this affect, creativity for all sorts of artistic mediums?
Yeah, so these are all really tough questions, and they don't necessarily have exact answers. But as AI and music start to mix, we're going to hopefully see a line drawn so that it's fair for everybody. So there definitely are possible solutions, and this is just one suggestion, but I believe that a solution could be revolved all around approval. There's a couple components to this, and this would be, first of all, either the artist or the estate giving approval of consent for AI to be used to imitate their voice. Then there would be tiered levels where the artist, who is either dead or alive, and the estate would be able to say, okay, their song that is used by AI is allowed to be in commercial use or educational use. So it would basically allow for specific instructions of where AI can be used to imitate their voice.
It's all about giving control back to the artists and protecting their legacies when they're gone. It's about creating boundaries and not only protecting the artists, but also guiding responsible AI development with all of these different artistic industries. So what do you guys think? How do you think the music industry is going to change with the use of AI, as well as any other artistic industry?
Exactly. So let us know in the comments. We want to hear what you guys are thinking about this and the whole music and AI industry.
Thank you guys so much for being here. It's really starting to feel like a community with consistent posting, consistent viewers. So if you want to be part of that community, go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications. And yeah, so we end off with a question. Alex, what is onces plus onces?
Yeah, onces plus onces is going to be
deuces.